missing out. I find that while others continue employing more people. Because this is how logic, Madam Speaker. Constituencies have been missing out children while others continue employing more people and come and recruit the Madam Speaker constituency. Why would you pick Kiambu children to come and recruit constituency, for instance, and come and recruit them through Bumula constituency? Why would you pick Kiambu children and recruit them through Mhaya measures do we have to put in place to ensure that those constituencies who suffered are restituted? What do we do to ensure that the missing slots that Bumula has been experiencing has them? What do we do, Mr. Chairman? What do we do? And this is not just 2023. This goes down to so many years of recruitment that some constituencies have not been producing children in the military. That is why, Honorable Speaker, you realize that the military is continually being politicized. That you cannot feel part and parcel of this country because of such things. The net effect, Honorable Speaker, of not recruiting children from every constituency, it means that progressively, when these people grow up the ladder, when they climb above that ladder, when they reach promotions, we will not have children from Emuhaya, from Bumula getting promoted. When now it gets to leadership of the military, you will not get people from those regions getting positions of military, of leadership in the military. And it is so unfair. It goes against the Constitution of Kenya, Honorable Speaker. So the chairman is out of order. Can he tell this House when is he producing the names of the people who are recruited from Bumula constituency? Yeah, he's out of order. Mr. Chairman, you are out of order. And could you please take this House serious?
That's my prerogative, Honorable Wamboka, to declare him out of order, not yourself. But I'll give Honorable Russo, who has a point of order, and then I'll come to you, Honorable Koech.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable colleague who has just raised this very important question, he said the military is politicized. I think that is far from the truth. The military has recruitment centers. And even with the new sub-counties coming up, then it means there are more recruiting centers that are coming up in the military. But what is important and what he has raised is those recruiting officers in those recruiting centers must identify those young men and women who are coming to be recruited, that they actually come from those locations and sub-locations within that sub-county. I think what the honorable member from Bumula has suffered is potentially people moving from different places because of population or because of looking that it is easier to get employed or recruited there. But I believe the honorable chair has a task to make sure that the few who are being recruited from different sub-counties and constituencies are actually the bona fide residents of those areas, so that no area is unfairly disadvantaged. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
I think the Honorable Chairperson, maybe it's easier that if you can't read out the names here, you can always provide them. Yes, provide them to the member, and then you can then come back and report to the House. And
I think, let me just, Honorable Wamboka, don't be emotional about it. I understand your pain, and I really understand your concern. Madam Speaker, it is also not fair for me to bring the names of all the recruits that were picked from Bumula constituency. It is only fair if you said you want to engage with the Ministry of Defense to understand how it was done in Bumula constituency, and they can do it in private. Because also, these are Kenyans. These are people and it is important that we keep them as private as possible. So I understand your pain, and I want to promise you that I will deal with it. And if I beg your indulgence, if you accept, I'll take the matter up and proceed and request the Ministry of Defense to invite you to explain to you how the recruitment was done in your constituency.
I think we have belabored this point, Honorable Wamboka. Honorable Wamboka, I'm helping you here so that you can get a resolution. Honorable Wamboka, I will help you get a resolution. Usually, the names are published in the dailies. Isn't that right? Honorable Chairperson, the names are normally published in the dailies. Per constituency? Let's proceed, Honorable Wamboka. I'll give you a minute before we... Okay, there's a point of order here, Honorable Wamboka. Honorable Wamboka, before you proceed, Honorable Wamboka, I'll give you a chance to proceed. Let's take the point of order from Honorable Pukosa, then we'll come to you.
Okay. Madam Speaker, I need guidance from your chair because military is a very sensitive and it deals with the security of this country. Exposing the names of the military officers publicly affects the integrity and the security of the nation. And I think, yes, I think saying that you want the names from all over the country, I think we are playing into a very dangerous game. And therefore, if we want to speak, if we want to be specific to yes. Bumula Aron, then that can be at that.
Yes. And Honorable Wamboka, what we were saying is, and which is what the chairperson offered, is that you can have a meeting with him as representative of the people of Bumula, engage with the military, go through that list, and give them sufficient facts to confirm that those persons are not from Bumula constituency. I am sure that going forward, they shall ensure that the next recruitment will ensure that people from Bumula will be taken. So I think that way your problem will be resolved.
No.
Because I think at the end of the day, you just want to be able to prove to them that those persons are not from Bumula and ensure that going forward, they shall have a better system of counter-checking where persons can be declared to come from Bumula. And I think that is something that can be resolved. And then you can later come back to the House and confirm that the matter has been resolved. Is that not the... Are you happy with that?
Give me the mic. Honorable Speaker, I have a problem. When the chairman of Defense Committee wants to hide behind your chair, this is the National Assembly. These people were recruited publicly and during the day. Honorable Speaker, this is the National Assembly. There is no other house that is supreme, more supreme than this house. Honorable Speaker, that the Ministry of Defense went and recruited, in the name of recruiting people from Bumula, brought other people. And that is the reason why he has not given those names, Honorable Speaker. And it is a question addressed to him. Why should I have to go to meet the minister in camera? No, I refuse to do so. This is the National Assembly of the Republic of Kenya. Honorable Speaker, we have asked the chairman to produce the people that were purportedly recruited in the Bumula constituency. It is period. We have honorable members who are also have the same problem, Honorable Speaker. My next problem, Madam Speaker, is that we just move forward like that. How? How do we move forward when constituency A has 20 people in the recruitment, while constituency Bumula B has 0? Continually, Bumula is disenfranchised. We cannot proceed like that, Honorable Speaker. And that is why we are saying we will not go to see the minister. The chair has to give the names of those people that were recruited in this house. This question was asked in this house, Honorable Speaker.
I think the chairperson is not saying he won't give the names. He's just saying it's prejudicial to make the names public, considering they're already in the military. That was the issue that he was raising. What's your point of order, Honorable Farah?
Mr. Speaker, Wamboka is my very good friend. My point of order
person for the Departmental Committee for Defense should tell us when can you, and I think if other sub-counties have an issue with it, that can be raised at a later date by those particular sub-counties. Let us start with Bumula constituency. If in the event that we find that Bumula constituency had challenges, when the chairperson reports, then we can now go step by step to other sub-counties. But let us confirm that there is in fact a problem. Then we can now deal with how to deal with a larger policy situation in this. So that way we will have a better chance of being able to go to a resolution rather than talk shop here and find no solution at the end of the day. So the only answer I will entertain on this point now is from the chairperson to tell us how long, so that there is a time frame, and you will come back to report to the House. Are you satisfied, Honorable Wamboka, with that? Yes. Yes, timelines. Proceed.
When we resume, Madam Speaker, if you will be adjourning on Thursday, I want to say immediately we resume 2 weeks after, if that is okay with the Honorable.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Member for Muhaya, you did not bring a statement, but I am told that it's because your neighboring constituencies, it will probably touch on your constituency also. But we are not opening it up for other people to bring their grievances. They have their own individual opportunity to bring a statement on behalf of their constituents. And no, I will not entertain a point of order on this particular point, unless you have a point of order on something else. And since we haven't gone to the next order, you actually have there is no point of order, because we have closed this matter. Let us proceed. And I think there was a response to the question or statement by the Honorable Titus Lotte, member for Kachiliba. It's supposed to be answered by the Committee on Administration and Internal Security. Honorable Tongoya, you have that? It's the last response.
Yes, I do, Honorable Speaker. And I don't know whether the concerned honorable member is in the House also.
Yes, Honorable Lotte is present. Yes, you
Okay.
may proceed.
Thank you. Honorable Speaker, the member of Kacheliba constituency, Honorable Titus Lotte, had requested for a statement regarding insecurity in his constituency, and the member was concerned by a banditry attack at Kases village in Kasai Ward, which had led to a death of 2 women. And in particular, the member wanted a detailed account of the attack and the current status of the investigation into the matter, particularly the killing of Ms. Chemket Logolenyang and Ms. Cheposangil Rengeyei. Additionally, the member also wanted to know the additional resources or support being provided to strengthen the capacity of security personnel in the Kases village and Kacheliba constituency. And also wanted to know a report on the immediate and long-term measures being taken by the government. Honorable Speaker, I state as follows. On 25th July 2024, about 5 armed Turkana bandits raided the Nadome village with the aim of stealing livestock, but were repulsed by the National Police Reservists. However, as the bandits fled toward Lorogon, they shot and killed 2 women, Ms. Chemkat Logolenyag and the one Ms. Cherosangel Rengeyei, who were engaging in a small-scale gold mining activities in the nearby valley. The police officers responded to the scene, and in pursuit of the bandits, no arrests were made, but the bodies of the deceased were removed to Kapenguria County Referral Hospital for preservation and postmortem, and the bodies were later released to the families for burial. And the case is still pending. The case is still under investigation by the timing of this report, the writing of this report. Honorable Speaker, the government has taken the following measures to strengthen the capacity of security personnel. The government has deployed 50 National Police Reservists officers within that area. revitalized the Peace Committee, which brings together elders from both communities to formulate means of sustainable peace and security in the area. On issue number 3, Honorable Speaker, the government has taken several measures to include measures to address the recurring banditry attack to enhance security in Kacheliba, and of course, in this case, the entire Valley region. Intensifying police visibility through patrols, sensitization of the members of the public, engaging the political class across the ethnic divides and empowering on them to enhance peaceful coexistence, sustaining coordination of NPR to enhance their supervision and effectiveness in their operation, collaboration with the various stakeholders, including local leaders and NGOs, to coordinate meetings between communities living along the borders, and sustaining joint security meetings along the borders, and of course, organizing major security operation whenever there is an incident. Honorable Speaker, the government is taking long-term measures to enhance security in Kacheliba, to include opening up of disturbed areas through construction of security roads, construction of schools, hospitals, and market to prepare the locals for alternative job and livelihood, increase budgetary allocation to police operation in the operational areas, that is to include the the modernization program, posting and equipping adequate security personnel, and operationalization of the gazetted new Ombolioni location to help improve coordination of security in the disturbed area. Creation of more administrative unit given the harsh terrain and fastness of the area and the population notwithstanding. And establishment of the police station at Ombolion. Affirmative action for education. The government is planning to build low-cost boarding schools and encourage all school-going children from Turkana and Pokot to be taken to those schools. Honorable Speaker, on the issue of administrative status of Lorogon village, including reason for being administered from Turkana County and the measures being implemented to prevent this village from serving as the hideout for bandits, I state as follows. Lorogon is a disturbed area, is a disputed area at the border of West Pokot and Turkana counties, with both communities laying ancestral claim to the same land. Currently, the area is mainly inhabited by the Turkana community within Lorogon sublocation, with an assistant chief under Kaptir location, Kainuk division within the Turkana sub-county. On the other hand, the Pokot community claim the area is within Songok sublocation, Kapur location, Kasei division within the Pokot North sub-county. Previously, the area was not occupied and was used by the Pokot community to graze field as a grazing field and well as watering point at the Tarkwel River. However, in the early 90s, the Turkana community from the Kaputut, Katilu, Lopur areas moved to the area to mine gold, during which they set up temporary camps and renamed the area Lorogon village. Subsequently, in 1986, more Turkana kinsmen moved to Lorogon to seek casual employment at the Tarkwel hydroelectric power plant. The population of the Turkana community at Lorogon village grew, and with the support from the county government of Turkana, the majority established permanent resettlement. However, the settlement of Turkana in Lorogon area infiltrated the Pokot community and subsequently led to the incest attacks and counter-attacks. This prompted the creation of Lorogon sublocation in 1997 and subsequently the appointment of the assistant chief. However, due to the prevailing hostility in Lorogon, Michael Oase, the assistant chief, is based at the Kalemorog location, Kainuk division within Turkana sub-county. Honorable Speaker, the following measures are being implemented to prevent Lorogon village from serving as a hideout. Intensifying police visibility through patrol, the Ngao and NPS partnering with other stakeholders to hold regular peace building and conflict management meetings. There is an ASITU camp at Lorogon area, which was established to serve the resident. In addition, there are other formed units to include GSU camp in Tarkwel and Namakwamoru in Turkana South Sub-County security operations. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and I submit.
The Honorable Lotte takes the Lotte. The questioner has the first go at it. Yes, proceed, Lotte.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And I want to appreciate the Chair for giving a comprehensive report about the insecurity. Mr. Speaker, the only thing that makes me not satisfied with the response is the promises that has always been carried on by government officials. For example, when we say that we have beefed up security by including the number of NPRs, could it be clear, Mr. Speaker, from the chairman to tell us from when this happened, how many NPRs have been added to beef up security? Because for me, that is a fallacy. There is no NPR that has been added apart from those that were there before. The other thing, Mr. Speaker, that makes me a little bit disturbed is on the basis that 4 or 5 months ago, the killings took place, and up to today, they are still not finding the real reason for that. They are saying investigation still continues. Can we be given the right time when this investigation will come to a conclusion and that the right people that killed these ladies are brought to book? Because if investigation continues, Mr. Speaker, forever, it basically means that they cannot get justice, because justice delayed is justice denied. And finally, Mr. Speaker, on the history of Lorogon village, I want to appreciate the history that the chair has given, that this village used to be a Pokot village up to 1986 when Turkana headsmen came to mine for gold. And Mr. Speaker, he has said that the population of the Turkanas increased in this area. Until 1997, they were given a sublocation. Mr. Speaker, I want to know in this country, do we give a sublocation to a community so that this community is supposed to be administered from another county when they are within the precincts of that county? Mr. Speaker, that question remains unanswered, and I will wish, Mr. Speaker, that the chairman...
Ask the question, allow... It's not a speech, it's not a very long... You have already had a sufficient leeway from the chair. Can you allow the chair now, the chairman of the committee, to answer the question, please? Okay, proceed. The chairman will take one more question, and then, of course, we go to the next what do you call the question? The Honorable Posing. Kosing. Is it Kosing or Posing? Or you add both of them together?
I thank you, Speaker. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. But listening to that response from the chair, whom I really respect, Honorable Speaker, I find it theoretical and academic. That's academic, Mr. Speaker. And I don't blame him, because he's just receiving statements from the ministry or some people who write the statement. I used to be, of course, chairman of departmental, Mr. Speaker, so you receive statements from the ministry. So I don't blame him. But I don't know whether he knows what he said. Because what he said is totally lies. Lies, Honorable Speaker. And I want to tell him to listen.
Order, Honorable Posing. The word lies itself is unparliamentary. But you could say misleading. Use the right word, misleading. If you want to say that the question, that the information is not factual, then you say misleading. And ask a question. Don't make a speech. Proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. But it depends on the school also where somebody went. You know, I don't want to tell you where I went, but I went to a good school. But Honorable Speaker, let me say use your words, misleading, because Honorable Speaker, he's saying about KPR. The minister himself came to Pokot and said he's going to add KPR. Where are KPR in this area? Point number two, Speaker, is telling us that these investigations are still going on. Honorable Chair, Honorable Speaker, since when? Investigation has been going on. Even next year, investigation has been going on. Honorable Speaker, I want to remind the chairman that we are not living in the old constitution, where ministers and government people used to hide on when funds will be available. This is the new constitution, Honorable Speaker, that is bound by dates. The Speaker, the Chair, Honorable Speaker, because it's misleading, must give the dates.
Fine enough, your point is taken, Honorable Kosing. No. Honorable Kosing.
Why are you?
Honorable Kosing.
Are you becoming the chairman of his?
Honorable Kosing. It's a question and answer time. Please ask a question. Ask a question. It's not. You're not supposed to make a statement. You're not supposed to make a speech. The chair has given you sufficient leeway to build your question, but now that you've built it, ask a question.
Honorable Speaker, I have been in this house sufficiently. And I really respect you because you are the chairman of the people who have cows like me. But you cannot hold brief for the chairman of security. Speaker, you cannot hold brief for this guy. He cannot run away. Where are KPRs, Honorable Speaker?
Okay.
Where are they?
Fair enough.
And these issues of locations and sub-locations, he's telling us, it's going to be considered. When are they considered? The minister came and said he's going to do it.
You have asked a question, point taken.
I know you represent me, but it's okay.
The MP for Turkana South, the MP for Turkana South, ask the last question.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, while I was away from the House, I had the response by the Chairman Security on the matters to do with the conflict of Turkana and the West Pokot. And specifically, I want to highlight the issues raised by the chairperson and the Member of Parliament for Pokot North. Honorable Chair, I heard the member for Pokot North saying a village in Turkana South is a village in West Pokot. That is misinformation, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, when we go back to history, the person who was in charge, who was determining the boundaries with those Wazungus, was a Turkana person.
Yes, what's your point of order?
That was... Honorable Speaker, protect me from Kosing.
Yeah, it's on a point of order.
Protect me from Kosing.
MP for Turkana South, sit down. The honorable member here, chairman of health committee, is on a point of order. What's your point of order?
My point of order, Honorable Speaker, is the member for Turkana South right in order to imply that there is a member for Pokot North, when we know that Honorable Lote is a member for representing Kachalipa.
Fair enough. Point taken. The honorable member Lote is for Kachiliba. There's no constituency called Pokot North. Proceed and ask your question, MP for Turkana.
Honorable Speaker, I appeared before the Security Committee